Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Well, we are in the garden with Dr. Art, with casual Dr. Art.
Yeah, very casual.
This is what you look like when you're barbecuing
That's
out.
right.
What do you do, a little chicken, a little
When I'm off duty.
This is off duty. I would never recognize him.
That's right.
I'd be like, I don't know you, sir. I'm used to you in your beautiful suit. So let's talk about the barbecuing and what we need to know when we fire up that grill this weekend.
Yeah, there's some real tips that you ought to follow. First of all, keep the grill about 10 feet from the house, because if for some reason a fire starts or something, you want to be further away from it. Keep the children away. The first thing you want to do when you're turning it on, make sure there's not a gas leak, particularly if you're using the gas barbecue. The second thing is you want to clean your grill and get rid of any residue that's on it, because there could be a lot of fat that's on there, and that fat can cause more of these carbofibins and heterocyclic amines and things like that that can potentially be cancer causing. So make sure you clean the grill before you start. An extra fat is going to cause a fire as well. So when we talk about putting the grill on, you don't want to necessarily use the lighter fluid. I think the lighter fluid can potentially be a hazard. It can blow up, it can be explosive and all of that. So stay away from the lighter fluid if at all possible, and particularly you're only going to probably use that if you have a charcoal grill as opposed to a gas grill anyhow. The other thing is either a fire extinguisher or have a bucket of water, because if this thing catches on fire, you want to be able to shut that fire down as quickly as possible. Now the next thing, and this is one thing that really helps in terms of reducing the amount of these heterocyclic amines, which are supposedly cancer causing. So if you put aluminum foil and then you put your food on top of it, you're going to have a lower risk of developing cancer. And it's suggested that, again, barbecuing can increase the risk of cancer of the pancreas, cancer of the colon, so you have to be careful of that as well. So I like that idea. The other thing what you want to do is marinate. If you marinate the food, that actually reduces the risk by 50% in terms, by just marinating. Keep it in marinate for 30 minutes or even up to an hour or something like that, and that reduces the risk of developing some of these cancers that actually will occur, particularly the pancreatic cancer and the colon cancer. The other thing is, when you have your foods, make sure you thaw them out well. You know, make sure that you're not taking it out of the freezer, putting it right on the grill, because what's going to happen, you're going to char the outside, increasing the risk of, again, any cancers, but more importantly, you're not going to cook it thoroughly through. So slice the meat as thin as you possibly can. You know, that's going to help to reduce the risk of developing, you know, some kind of salmonella or other types of infections, you know, by not cooking the meat properly. The other thing is, have one plate for the food that you're taking out and you're putting on the grill, and then have one plate when it comes off the grill, because you don't want to cross-contaminate.
New plates.
And the final thing, wash your hands before you even start grilling. That's the most important thing.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
If you've got questions for the good doctor, you can email him at askdrartmullen@gmail.com.